So great to see everybody in one room today. Absolutely awesome. My name is Elle Cogan. I'm the VP of Client Success at YLOPO.
And my name is Katie Isaac. I'm a Platform Customer Success Manager here at Follow-Up Boss. And today we are going to be talking with you guys and teaching you how to get the most out of your client success teams and support teams as well.
Awesome. So let's get started. Being here today is such an investment in your business, and it's an investment that you're making in your partnership with YLOPO and with Follow-Up Boss. And we are just so grateful that you're here. At YLOPO and of course at Follow-Up Boss, we are so invested in continuing to improve the client success experience that you have, to elevate the discussions that you have with your client success managers, to expedite and improve your interactions with support. So I just want to touch on a few things that we've been working on over the last 12 months to really improve your overall experience as YLOPO clients. First and foremost, we have daily office hours with our coaches and realtors in residence. We have an expanded training calendar. We have webinars. Every single day there's something to attend, something to learn. We've also added 2 new coaches to the roster. If you have not heard, Chris Fairs, who was on stage this morning, and Jim Hill, who led an awesome single agent webinar and small teams webinar alongside Chris and Andy Dunlap a few weeks ago at this point. So excited to have them officially on board as part of the coaching staff. We also hope that you've noticed that your CSMs have been reaching out more frequently. We really want to make sure that you are all meeting monthly to have these great strategy meetings with your CSM. If you are not doing that already, you are missing out. And then lastly, we know as realtors, you're busy at night and you're busy on the weekends. And we are committed to continuing to provide more options, better options for self-service through our support center.
Love it. I think one of the coolest things you're going to hear today is a lot of overlap between our companies, which just speaks to how much we want to be there and provide for you guys. At Follow-Up Boss, we have a highly interactive success community within Facebook. If you have not joined the community, I recommend doing so today. And there are going to be more and more webinars that are being produced as the year goes on. There's a lot now, but I can promise you guys a lot more is coming. We also are increasing the amount of CSM outreach. We have grown our team by 6 new customer success managers, meaning we are able to spread out our books of business and be able to have more one-on-one time with our clients. And then lastly, our support team is growing. We've added 12 new support staff, and they are adding more. So with that, you guys, when you do have issues with your accounts or little bugs, you're going to get very quick response time. So never hesitate to reach out to them.
Awesome. So it'd be a little silly for us to talk about self-service and not show you where to find those opportunities. If you are a YLOPO admin, license holder, you should have access to Mission Control, and hopefully you're familiar with this screen. This is where you can go, to launch a Diva ad or a listing rocket, but there are other self-service items that you might not be aware of. The first is on the very top of the screen. You can have a link out to your branded sites. We've talked so much about branded sites tools, and that's just a handy little link. And of course, /tools will take you right to those tools pages. On the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a star with the word training. That will link out to our support center, which has other self-service options and a bunch of training resources. Within the marketing center, you can adjust your budget and you can adjust the locations of your ad areas. Lastly, and most importantly, most clients don't know this, but we have a live chat button in the bottom right-hand corner. And that is a really fast, really wonderful way to connect with our support team. Response times are under 2 minutes during business hours. And if you put in a chat after hours, it'll convert it to a ticket for our team to prioritize as soon as the office is open again. This is a look at our support center, a great link to bookmark. There's a lot of self-service options. We primarily use form stacks, so you will enter your request. We will collect all the details that we need for our team to complete your request quickly and accurately. And again, I mentioned we have these great training resources, all of our recordings, links to upcoming events, knowledge base articles, etc. And then shout out to Katie for coming up with this great idea, but the YLOPO Success Community. Hopefully, if you are in this room today, it means that you are an active member of the YSC. But if you're not, it is just chock full of resources. I think it's a great way to kind of crowdsource best practices, ask questions, engage with the YLOPO team and other YLOPO users, and a great way to keep a pulse on upcoming events and new product releases.
And so with Follow-Up Boss, every single one of you Follow-Up Boss users, and when you are logged into your account, there is a question mark in the lower right-hand corner. That is probably the most missed feature within Follow-Up Boss, but personally my favorite. We call it the guide to your help center. I like to call it the wizard because it can get you access to pretty much anything you need. First, starting with the help center. Once you click on the question mark in the lower right-hand corner, you're going to see the option for the Help Center, and you can easily just click on there, and then it brings you to our main Help Center page. This is where you can search anything. And I mean anything, guys. This is where I'm constantly living out of as a success manager. So with this, if you search YLOPO, we're going to talk about setting up your pixel, best practices, getting started. There's stuff about Barry Jenkins action plans in there. So anything you guys need, we always recommend starting with the Help Center because that's going to get you a quicker answer than reaching out to your success manager or support because you can find it immediately. Next up is our success community that I did talk with you guys about. We have 20,000 plus members in here, and there should be a lot more. But what that means is there are always conversations going on, asking questions, people talking about integrations. So it's a really great place for you to be able to dive in and search for answers as well. Or just post a question because people are always wanting to help each other and collaborate. I see all the times teams asking about, hey, can I get help with this integration? And there are at least 5 replies of somebody saying, yeah, shoot me a DM, let's set up a meeting. People want to help each other, so join the success community. I promise you won't regret it. And then lastly, we have the success and support teams. So with this, if you are a pro or platform user, you have access to the customer success team. And if you're a platform user, you have a direct booking link when you click on that question mark in the lower right-hand corner. If you're a pro user, you can just reach out to our support team and they will get you access to your success manager's calendar. But with that, you can always contact support no matter what user you are, and our team will get back to you guys very, very quickly. Again, we are consistently growing, adding new members, and they are on the ball. I have had clients that are thrilled lately with how quickly they're getting help with big issues. So whenever something isn't going right, don't hesitate to reach out. And if you do have a CSM, you can always CC them because we're going to be your advocate to help you out.
Awesome. So let's talk about the client success manager role. We'll start with YLOPO and pass it over to FUB. At YLOPO, this is such an important relationship. It is the most important relationship that you have as a YLOPO team member. Your CSM is your trusted advisor. They are your advocate. They are your strategic partner. So if you are not meeting with your CSM regularly, monthly, you are truly, truly missing opportunities. Your strategic partner should be advising you. They should be talking through your business goals and letting you know what best practices, what products, what marketing approach might help you, will help you to find success on the platform. Secondly, and I say this secondly because sometimes this gets a little bit lost. Sometimes we get so busy and so bogged down with questions or bugs that we forget about the strategy and we lean on our CSM just for support. So your CSM is your air traffic controller. They are here to connect you with our support team or with the right team to get your issues resolved, but they are not going to be doing your troubleshooting for you. So you can send anything their way and they will make sure that the right person gets it done. But again, they're not always doing the troubleshooting. And then of course, if you are newer to YLOPO, your CSM is going to be your onboarding guide. They're going to collect your goals. They're going to connect you with training and make sure that you are set up for long-term success. So what can they help you with? Again, monthly business reviews. I would love to challenge everyone in this audience to book a call with your CSM. If this is not something you are doing, before you leave, please go to the Genius Bar, get your CSM's information, and set up a standing monthly call. They are so beneficial. Your CSM will partner with marketing, with branded sites, with our marketing consulting team to make sure that you have the best support possible as you work with them to achieve your goals. And then lastly, any kind of big scale account changes, right? A brokerage change, a domain name change. Again, your CSM won't be facilitating these, but they can set expectations with you. They can help you understand what that process looks like and then connect you to the team who will do that work alongside you.
So with Follow-Up Boss, a lot of the roles look very, very similar. We are going to be your coach and your main point of contact for all things strategy. With that being said, though, again, we are your internal advocate. So if you're not hearing back on a big issue, let your CSM know. We want to help you guys and we want to help y'all continue to grow and continue to reach for those business goals. One of the biggest things we have for our teams that come on as pro or platform when they're first starting out, or even if you aren't just starting out, but maybe you just upgraded to pro, is we can develop a custom onboarding plan. A lot of what we like to do is going to be customized to what you and your business needs. It's not so much a plug and play, but we're sitting down and saying, okay, what are you trying to get out of everything? What do your stages look like? Then we can move on to our smart lists and automations and action plans. But we like to really go through things one by one to make sure that you guys fully understand it and ultimately have as much success as possible. We are always going to be here for strategy. Again, that's the biggest thing I want to emphasize because I think that's where it comes in of like, okay, who do I reach out to? Success, we are here for strategy and to help you continue reaching those business goals. But if something's wrong and it's not going right, that's when we want to involve the amazing support departments within both of our companies.
Awesome. So let's tie it together. I think especially in these conference environments where so much new information is coming your way, it can be tough to know when to reach out to YLOPO and when to reach out to Follow-Up Boss. And again, I think that speaks to the incredible integration that our two teams have. But a quick and non-comprehensive cheat sheet is as follows. So we talked a lot today about portal leads, about auto importing leads, about importing your seller leads, or just importing your database. As long as those leads are in Follow-Up Boss, you can reach out to YLOPO and we will do an import to get them into YLOPO stars. Anything related to your home search site or your branded site is going to be YLOPO. And then all of the great content. So these coaches' smart lists, the action plans, the automations that you'll hear speakers talk about today. If you need access to those, the YLOPO team can help to set those up for you.
Awesome. And so a lot of what we're going to be doing is, okay, what do I do next? Once those leads are in Follow-Up Boss, once I have access to those smart lists, action plans, and automations, how do I work the leads? How do I route the leads? What is the most efficient way I can ensure that I am not letting anything slip through the cracks? That's what we are going to be helping with you with as your customer success managers on the Follow-Up Boss side. So with that, that is all about the client success teams between Follow-Up Boss and YLOPO. If you guys have a success manager, please make sure you are booking a call. And if you don't know if you have one, as Elle said, go up to the Genius Bar.
Awesome. Thanks, Katie. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, guys.